Hello, everyone, and you're very welcome to another one of our shows on narcon, where we deal with all things in relation to the narcissistic personality disorder, in understanding what we're dealing with if we are in or have been in a relationship with a narcissist. Today, I'd like to get into how narcissists use the scatter bomb technique to try and destroy their target when they're on the lowdown with them, when they're annoyed at somebody and they want to either get back with somebody or get at somebody. Before I get into the awful things that narcissists do, because people come here to understand the extent of what a narcissist will do and the reach that they will reach for when necessary, when it's in their interests to cause you a problem and to attempt to destroy you, what they will actually do, so that you won't be surprised, or that at least you can prepare for the worst if you're going against a narcissist or you're trying to leave a narcissist, because these are the times mostly that narcissists will attempt to scatterbomb you. And what I mean by that is they will drop as many tiny bombs on you from as many different points as possible, so that you won't know what's hitting you, and that your life will become very shaky and you'll become very shaky. And the hope is that you will then gravitate back towards the narcissist, not understanding that it's them that's actually causing your life to be a lot worse after you leave them. It's manipulative, it's sneaky, it's dark, and it's ugly. But we're going to get into the different things they do and preempt that by saying that these are awful things, but there are so many good people out there in the world. And it's important to remember that, because when you're dealing with a person of this ilk, a person that's this dark, it can make you paranoid about trusting another human being. It has that such a negative effect. So we get into the start of the type of things a malignant narcissist will do to you. And malignancy is part and parcel of narcissism, because when a narcissist needs to do the dirt on somebody to protect themselves or to rise themselves or to gain something for themselves, they will go pretty dirty and play pretty dirty in order to achieve their aim. Whereas a normal person who has empathy and who's not suffering from narcissistic personality disorder may also do bad things. They're less inclined to do bad things unless extremely stressed. The narcissist will, at the flick of a switch, do whatever they need to do to achieve their aim, because the conscience isn't there and the empathy isn't there. Let's look at finances for starters in relation to, and remember what they're trying to do in the background is trying to weaken you and trying to make you so weakened and so depleted and so desperate for something to go right that you'll turn to the narcissist and be more under their control and ask for their help and lean into them in the bad luck, because of the bad luck you're having. And it's not bad luck at all. It's narcissistic induced, in inverted commas, the illusion of bad luck. It's generally them behind your supposed bad luck. They will openly ask you for loans in a relationship. This is before they actually go and leave. They'll openly ask you for a loan to serve their purposes that they need you to take out on their behalf, that they're not going to pay you back when they leave you, all in the idea that maybe you'll get married in the future and that it's to help them get into a better financial position, maybe pay off some debts they had so that you'll be better going forward as a couple. They know then that if you leave them, it gives you more reason to stay and help pay off that loan and invest in your future. The next thing they do is, behind the scenes, they will store their own money and use mostly your money, and oftentimes will even use your credit card behind the scenes, particularly after they leave you or you leave them, and run up bills on it so that it's going to put you in a debt situation, so that that's going to deplete you and your energy and your motivation to go forward. The next thing is they'll get engaged with you to coerce you into doing big things, like saying, well, we're engaged now, so, the baby's due, so even though we're not married, we're going to call the baby by my surname, because we're getting engaged, we're getting married anyway, so that's going to happen anyway. But they actually have no intention of marrying you. But this is what they want for the future, which is going to deplete you going forward in demoralizing you for having fallen for the con, for the fraudster. They may also try and buy a house with you, saying you're engaged, you're going to get married. They will use the future faking of marriage to, again, in my opinion, scatterbomb you for the future, because they'll have gotten you into situations, and that will remain in the future as you're trying to disassociate yourself from them or escape from them and become free. They always use different manipulations and techniques to cause you depletion in the future, and then with these ready-made, forward-planning depletions, will scatterbomb you with other things in the background that you won't know about when you're separated from them. It's like a sphinxer movement in a war situation, where they're slowly encircling you to have the ultimate control over you, and make it ultimately as difficult as possible for you to get rid of them, to escape from them. Now, this is a very vile one that I'm going to mention next, and a lot of people won't believe it. It's come up twice recently in coaching, and it is sickening. It would make you sick to your stomach, but please be aware out there and protect yourselves. Narcissists will on purpose give people or transmit STDs to people and enjoy the fact that they've done it. Now, it's as dark as it gets. But if they were asked about it, they say, well, it was the other person's fault. They should have been more careful. They will boast about doing things like this. So if they have something wrong with them and you're with them in a relationship, or they go out and this happens to them, they will gladly put you in the same position as them and feel it's a benefit to them to do it and that you deserved it. So please be as aware and careful as you possibly can in relation to that one. It's heinous. They will also, and all of these things happening at once, besides all the normal manipulations they will do. I mean, one of these things is enough to devastate someone. One of these things is enough to deplete you and put you off your course going forward, making it harder for you to heal. This is the ilk. This is something, the depravity level of which they are capable. It needs to be acknowledged. It needs to be understood that there is a type of person out there that's part of the dark triad that will do this to other people. So we need to go out in the jungle prepared for predators, not expecting everybody to be a predator, because we need to support our humanity and understand that there are so many good people out there. But there are these demons delving around in the underbush, in the undergrowth, waiting to cause people problems. The next thing they will do is they will pretend to be bisexual because it ups their odds by 50% in the population. That's an advantage to a narcissist. So they have no problem presenting as bisexual because it gives them, again, 50% more opportunities to hook someone into a relationship and hook them in a sexual capacity or an intimate capacity, which is a real soul tie and very hard to break away from. They'll destroy you online by pretending to be your victim. By pretending to be your victim. So you get away from the narcissist, you have plans for your future, you're trying to reach out to friends, you're trying to maybe start a new career, start a business, and you are hit online by people believing the narcissist is the victim and not having anything to do with you, scuppering your chances of going forwards. You keep getting hit all the time as you try and brush the narcissist off you. It's like a cobweb you cannot get rid of that this spider has enclosed you in. It's vile. It's scatterbombing. It's from every single direction they will hit out at you. Sometimes so that you don't know they're actually doing it. Sometimes it'll be more obvious. You'll understand that they've hit you 3 times, but you won't understand that the big scratch on your car or the litter bin being thrown all over your garden was actually them as well. Or they reported you for something that you didn't do in the background. I think I have that written down here. So let's work through the list. They will, in a work situation, steal your clients and smear campaign you in the background. Say you're having a breakdown, you didn't fulfill this for those clients. Best to steer clear of you at the moment, and sure, of course, I can help. Or whatever. Say that you're not working at full capacity. You know the score. And you'll be scratching your head. There you are trying to make a go of things again. And you're losing clients and you can't figure out why. Everything since the narcissist has left seems to be falling apart. All the effort you're putting in seems to be backfiring on you. You get up this day and you say, I'm going to really have a good day today. And there's a broken window in the back of your house. And it's just those little things, the scatter bombs, they're bombing here, they're bombing there. Everything mounts up. And it's all targeted at you to deplete and destroy you so that you will feel like vulnerable, feel like going back to the narcissist, feel like some type of support. And remember, they've isolated you as well before they left or before you left them. They will copyright your idea that you shared with them in the relationship. Maybe even an idea that you were going to start a new business with. They will steal your website. They'll go and get a website domain. I had that happen, believe it or not. Somebody went in there and took a domain that I was going to use and wouldn't release it. Well, they might release it if I paid them a lot of money, but I'm not going to do that. So these are the type of things they do. They will get you arrested. They will make a false claim against you. Or they'll get somebody else to make a false claim against you and there'll be a witness in it. Or they'll report you for something you haven't actually done, anonymously. And this is awful, guys. They will poison you if necessary, or your pets. That's enough to really, so if somebody's poisoning you, that's really going to deplete you and put you off your purpose. However, if you've got them rid of you, that they've gotten rid of the narcissist, they will do whatever they can to upset you and get you grieving. So watch your pets. Be careful, be vigilant if you have left a narcissist, or even if the narcissist has left you. Because if they left you, they're sore at you because they can't control you. So you will need to be punished. Narcissists feel ownership of all of their sources of supply. So they don't break away from you, even though you think they've gone. They rode off on their donkey, as I often say, with not a look behind them, wiped you off their feet, and they said they never wanted to see you again. That's in the moment. That's in the moment. The narcissist feels ownership. They have deeds on you. So we may be able to put the narcissist behind us. The narcissist doesn't ever uncheck from their sources of supply if there's anything to be gained by still being connected to that source of supply. And because narcissists are delusional, they believe that they can come back anytime they want. And if they think it might be problematic, they will scatterbomb you or get at you some other way to make you weak in order for them to be able to either come back or destroy you and get satisfaction from your weakness. They will break windows, they will slash tires, they will cancel appointments you may have made, they may infiltrate your internet, and they'll even do takeout orders in your name. They will report you for having a second business starting up that you haven't got in order yet, or whatever you're doing. You will have problems flying at you from every different sphere in your life. And you'll be scratching your head going, how am I meeting such bad luck? Because the idea is, I was so much better off with the narcissist. That's the whole agenda. The whole agenda, or punishment for you not realizing how lucky you were to be with the narcissist. It's pathetic. It's childish. It's sometimes criminal. And it's always cruel. So please be aware that this is the level of depravity that this dark triad will rummage around in. And don't let it happen to you. And if a lot of bad things are happening to you, don't think it's because you're unlucky or you're a bad person. Generally, there'll be one of these characters behind at least 3/4 of the bad luck scenarios that are happening to you. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Please take very good care of yourselves, and we will be with you again shortly. Coaching is at narcscon@gmail.com. If you can have the wherewithal, can you please like, share, subscribe? It'll help, obviously, me put out more content because there'll be better coverage. And if you want notifications of all the podcasts, just say something in the comments or do a like or do a share. Then the algorithm picks it up that, oh, hey, you must want to see more podcasts by this content creator. And as far as I know, that's the way it works. So thank you for all your support to date. Welcome to new subscribers, and we will both see you again shortly. Bye for now.